All right, we're just about back. So thank you everybody for your patience. Just having internet trouble. Actually, Kristen came in. She might have figured out what was the issue. We put the modem on a smart plug the other day so that we could reset it with our phones from anywhere at all. And that might be the thing. It shouldn't be. Electric current is electric current, but things interfere with it. So we'll see. Before the next stream, I will unplug the modem, put it back the way it was, and we'll try, but our modem takes forever to roll over, so we won't bother trying it today. Tampa's Creek, Homestead, and more. Good to see you in the house. Cecil Mayberry is brand new to Tuber Chat, so good to have you here for the first time.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like.
And I'm getting a few names back on the wheel. The Astute Tourist, the Astute Tourist is back with us. Cruz Bolero's still here. Cali Girl Crochet, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. Day One Walks is here. Members and moderators always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and then I'll add some names to the wheel from our chat list in a little while. The Astute Tourist is here. New Horizons Above and Beyond. Elfish Tanks is back in the house. Jesse Miller unboxings and more. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I know that Scratch and PPA, Michael's Adventures, and Canadian Family Life are all there. I am Betty J. Gathers, of course, as well. And then Crafty Witch 232 and Tampa's Creek Homestead and more, all on the wheel. Heaven's Fire 18 being put on the wheel. I think I forgot to put you on the wheel last time, but that's okay. You're on there now. And Greenland Quilter Katie is rolling over that membership, so thank you for that. If they're in the chat, I'll put them on the wheel right now. Jeremy D-Day's been with me for about 5 years. Since before Tuber Chat was even a thought, he was with me through the Playlist Buddies experiments we were doing on my personal channel before we even started over here, if you can believe that. And I was overwhelmed by the generosity of creators like Jeremy D-Day, Elevate with Fern, and a few others that are still with us today. That as soon as I had met them, I'd already been on YouTube for a couple of years, but you know, we have this small YouTuber community, as we like to call it. And these guys, it felt like a college party. They were like, come with us. We're going to introduce you to all our friends. Everybody supports everybody. It's really cool. And this continues today. So that's what inspired the beginning of this channel, which otherwise would have been just another growth stream, but with the focus put on the friendships that are made. And you heard the clip that we played in the last segment of the stream from Be Amazing Sylvia, talking about how things truly do feel like family after not too very long. Intrepids is in the house. And Together We Travel is back here. Leonica is in the house. Street Poet 73EO. Pardon me. Street Poet 973EO is in the house. That usually rolls off the tongue, but not today. Slice Life Gaming is in the house. And Blessed to Crochet is here. So thank you, everybody. We're doing better the second time around. I'm not sure if the internet's still acting up. If it cuts off again, that'll be it for today. We know that Butler Family Farm is live right now. And then in a little while, I'm not sure if he started his premiere already. Michael's Adventures has a premiere. He's going to put it later. Yeah, so he set it for later. So on 9 o'clock tonight Eastern, which is another basically 2 hours from now. He'll be on Consume the Goodness was on today for Meet Me Monday with Lewis Acre Farm Karma. And Kendra's been featured on lots of different channels, which is great to see. Controversial Cruising Scott is another incredible supporter, truly dynamic creator. Together We Travel, hopefully I said hello to you again the second time. When we look at Jeremy D-Day, this is actually a second channel from this creator. He's got an original, he's got much more subscribers, even though this channel's done well. His latest video into a special playlist that I long time. PK Adventure Travels, good to see you in the house. I'm going to get you onto the wheel right away, of course. And then little Lego is also in the house. Jeremy D-Day is working on 1,200 subscribers on this channel. We'd love to push him a little bit farther towards that milestone. He's got some shorts here that feature even more variety. They've gotten into 15,000, 27,000, 69,000 on one of them. My goodness. And then live streams on his channel. So he's live occasionally, usually a couple times a month. And then Jeremy D-Day is actually the same creator behind JD Night 7. And this is where the channel with which I met this creator. Pardon me. Now over 11,000 subscribers. More music over here, more than anything else lately. But Jeremy's always done a lot of variety. So he tells us he's going to do album reviews, album ranking, music shorts, and much more. I've got his latest video in that catch-up playlist I keep talking about. And he's got some shorts that have done extremely well. 120,000, 350,000, 620,000 with a lot of celebrity tributes there. And then a couple of live streams as experiments. So we're going to see if he's going to bring those back. We've got notification bells on for every single channel, of course. Sweet Acres Koi Farm is back in the house. I got you on the wheel already there. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss that. Martha Makes Art is here. Greenland Quilter Katie is here. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
And Consume the Goodness, I mentioned it. She was actually on another channel today. She was visiting Lewis Acre Farm Karma for her Meet Me Monday series. Lewis Acre Farm Karma introduces us to lots of other creators. I was actually on with her a couple months ago. She features a different creator every week. And then when we look at Consume the Goodness, we see that the creator behind the channel, Kendra, is going to talk to us about keto carnivore meal ideas, healthy eating, healthy living, a keto-based diet and lifestyle often, as well as faith-based motivation, some mental health ideas, workouts. There's a lot of fitness on the channel. She's got a fun video I'll show everybody in a second here. So I've got her latest video on my catch-up list. Forgive me, I haven't run that yet since the other day. I know it's been 3 days, but I didn't get to it yet. And then she's got a premiere coming up tomorrow, so we'll look forward to that. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Forever Goshlin 3004, good to see you in the house. Matthews Bushcraft is here. Nancy B. the Scratcher, longtime dear friend, the astute tourist, is back with us again, yes. And then shorts on Kendra's channel. If I dig through these, you're going to find a lot of cooking videos here. She does a lot of cooking on the channel too. But a couple of these shorts, I talk about this pizza one all the time, and she did a new short the other day that was kind of a shout out for Tuber Chat, but it was a lot of fun. So hopefully everybody will check that one out, just from about a week ago. And then live streams on the channel as well. So she's live fairly frequently, several times a month, at least once a week. There she is with Just Jason Keto and more. Like I said, if you follow Lewis Acre Farm Karma, you'll find her on that channel today. Kendra's been doing a lot of interviews as far as I could see. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, a truly dynamic creator. And I'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
Matthews Bushcraft, yeah, we had my internet's not working very well today and yesterday, so unfortunately there's nothing I can do about it just yet. We'll try to get it fixed by the time we're but sometimes the stream is going to buffer and it might cut off. It already cut off once today, so for everybody here, if it cuts off again, we'll just end for today. We'll come back on Thursday and that'll be it, because I don't want everybody to have to wait and wonder. But hopefully it'll hold itself together. We'll see. Doesn't sound like it, but we're cautiously optimistic, right? Fingers crossed. Michael's Adventures is up on the screen right now. He's got a premiere coming up in a couple of hours. And he actually premieres every Sings Twice. There's the new one right there. what he features on his channel. He's got raccoons, foxes, deer, opossums, bird watching, as well as sometimes he'll take us for a walk around or a drive around his area, and usually stories. Part of me that he tells while he does that. And there's Lewis Acre Farm Karma right there. I'll dig through his short or his videos a little bit farther. You can see he's got like, what is it, 4,000 now? Am I right about that? 3,000, 4,000? Yeah, he just passed 4,000 videos altogether. That's just shorts and videos, if you can imagine. So a bit of gameplay on a phone here, a slot game there, and then like I said, there's a bit more outdoor content. When we go over to the shorts videos, you're going to see a lot more outdoor content, obviously there with some winter weather, but he's gotten into a lot of lottery ticket scratching, more bite-sized outdoor shorts videos, and then another slot game here that's done over 6,000, which is great to see. It's me, Angie. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then Silent Silver, good to have you in the house. Stitching It Up, Capturing Country Life is here. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. And then hopefully everybody will connect with Michael's Adventures. Every moderator on this channel is a longtime dear friend of mine. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel, the same way we do here in Superchat.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
Izzy Ska's in the house. I'm going to get them on the wheel. They happen to be a member. DJ Ron the Mechanic is here as well, so thank you for coming in. That's another longtime friend. Baker's Koi Farm, we see another creator, another channel that's with us frequently when we look at their about section. You're making me laugh because as we're trying to keep it real with no AI assistance, which is, it's funny. I have said for a very long time, I used to be involved in music and this and that. I was a DJ for like, ever. And what happened is I would talk about the idea that things have become so electronic, and most of what I used to play was electronic music, same stuff we hear on the radio. But I think people are going to start to crave live music and like the realism of seeing people playing instruments, truly singing without the auto-tune and things like that. Not that there's anything wrong with both ways, where there's so much AI and it's come on so fast, and look at how much it's changing. We just started talking about AI and the idea of like ChatGPT about a year ago, if I remember right, and it's been out a couple of years. I've used other systems like Jasper and some of the graphic systems like Leonardo and Midjourney and stuff like this, but already everybody's, it seems to be working better than even ChatGPT. And we just heard about DeepSeek a couple months ago. These companies are coming out, and we usually have a 10-year span between Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and all these other things. The world is moving fast. So I think what is that people are going to start to crave realism. That's one of the biggest things that people come to YouTube for. If they wanted television, if they wanted documentaries, and if they wanted movies, they would go and watch those things on the 700, 7,000, 7 million different places that they can. But YouTube gives us a chance to see real content from real people. And there's nothing wrong with mixing in AI and stuff like that. That's just my opinion. I'm using it every day. I use AI for different things all the time. I expect I'm going to be a power user, using it frequently and daily, right? But people are always going to favor, I think, realism, because we're starting to recognize the voices. Most of you, most of us know all of the TikTok and Instagram reels and things, evidently, the same AI avatars and things like that. Dreamland Soundscapes, thank you for letting us know. They've got another chat. Sweet Acres Koi Farm. So it's cool that you mentioned that, because there are going to be people who are drawn to that. That might be enough to get a subscribe, to be honest with you. It's not going to be appropriate for everybody, but it is a cool idea. Let me grab one of their latest videos here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. I keep talking about that. It's just a playlist that helps me keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be a great tool for that. And then Sweet Acres Koi Farm, I'm still learning exactly, you know, there's a lot to learn when it comes to something like this, because I haven't looked after any, dare I say the word, fish or koi or anything like that before. If it wasn't for The Office, I might not have ever heard the word. But I've seen them many times, obviously, and now this channel's been a friend for a long time. I'm not sure if they might have been with us for a year by now, maybe longer. When we look at shorts over here, we see more variety, like most creators, getting into 3,900, 7,800, 15,000 and beyond, and then live streams as well. And they seem to be doing these frequently, so about once a week, which is really cool. We've got notification bells on for every single channel, so we can catch each other regularly as well. And then, yes, the stream is gonna buffer and constantly probably say that it's offline. At some point, I expect it might, but officially does. Maybe we'll be lucky and we'll be able to hang on for the next couple of hours. We still got a while to go.
If you have the community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
There's Just Jason, Keto, and more. Keep in mind, Butler Family Farm is on right now as well, so if we do cut off, we know we've got somewhere to go, but Michael's Adventures will have a premiere. If we make it to 9 o'clock, he'll probably move the time up if we do cut off again. But anybody can. Izzy Scott, it's glitching bad. It's just my internet, and I can't do anything about it. PPA is up on the screen right now, and this is a creator who's very well known as one of the most supportive creators that I've ever met, but everybody here will probably agree, if they've already connected to him, that he's one of their biggest supporters as well. Literally, I was in, I wish I could remember whose channel I was in. I can't remember. I was in a lot of live streams today. I've been on more than usual. And they literally said, somebody in, might have been in Mona Did What, but somebody was, she had a panel on. One of the people was like, oh, I haven't been to Tuber Chat in a while, but, you know, I've got to go over there. I'll see Kevin and see Pete. I love that guy. It's like, that's amazing. People say that about Pete all the time because he's so supportive. He's a fellow Canadian, actually, but this creator is incredibly supportive, obviously, but he's also incredibly consistent on his channel. Geek Culture 101, thanks for coming back in. When we look at Scratch and Pete PA's whole week at 12:15 Eastern every Tuesday, so he'll be on tomorrow, he's been doing this for over 4 years with perfect consistency. He does not miss a day or a week. And when we look at Scratch and PPA's content, we see, I said he premieres, but if you can catch us for one of those premieres, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this here, faster than most others. He rivals those of Hilda DC, the Stock Explorer, Garden State Gardener, and a few select others. It is very fast paced, very high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. What he does in his video series is pits two lottery tickets against each other, and then offers the opportunity for us to vote on the content of next week's video. If we force I do, it sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of, and is at the forefront of his mind. You can see that from the very beginning. His bright, beautiful avatar is matched by content in his thumbnails, which also give us a hint about the giveaways that happen in his video series. And then his banner's updated every single week, if you can imagine that. And his video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first video 4.5 years ago. Face the Ace, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Not sure if I said hello to Sweet Melissa Coastal Girl 707, but I know you've been here for a while. I'm going to show everybody something here for a quick second before I continue with Scratch and PPA. We're going to go over to Nightbot, and I'm going to show you how to set up a timer. And what this is these messages that just come through. It's very easy to do. You use your YouTube credentials, just click login with YouTube. You go right into Nightbot, come over to the timer section. I'm going to set a new timer. And this one is just going to be for buffering. I'll take this off after today, but the idea is unstable today. The host is stable, but the internet is unstable. I'll say please refresh if buffering, and then I'll put this on 5-minute interval. There's a couple of advanced settings here. This makes sure that Nightbot doesn't show up and basically just spam your stream. So there has to be at least 20 messages in between the last time that this timer came up. You can increase this interval for how often you want the message to go. It can go up to an hour. You can say like just have Nightbot show up once an hour. I would do that for things like follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, that kind of thing, because we don't need it every 3 minutes. But for this, I'm going to put it on right now, very frequent, and then we just click create. It's so easy to use Nightbot for this stuff. And there's our timer right there. And then you see I got a few more hopefully set up. Our commands actually is what I'm thinking about. Commands are just as easy. And then there you go. There's Nightbot already showing up with that message. So Scratch and PPA, forgive me, it was just distracting for a second there because I know everybody's in the chat wondering what's going on. Usually our internet's very stable lately. When we look at shorts on this channel, Scratch and PPA expanded the content on this channel last year when he took a trip to Italy, style shorts videos to give us a look around all the different areas he visited. Some Italian lottery tickets here too that we might not have otherwise seen. And then he brought us his very first live stream. And I know a lot of people will be excited to know that Scratch and PPA has expanded the content on his channel. And he's working now on 2,300 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that milestone. Of course, he's monetized lots of ways to support him, including super chats and membership. And then, yeah, thank you, Geek Culture 101. And Crafty Witch 2, I put that channel back on the wheel, but I realized we looked at that in the last segment. So we'll see who's coming up next. It's going to be, this is a channel I'm still getting to know. And we'll look at this channel in a moment. So what we'll do though is take a break for 3.5 minutes. We'll come right back. And right before we do that, I'm going to play another clip from our interview series. These again are videos now on the Superchat channel. There's 4 so far. I'm working on getting a few more for us. But these conversations are in an interview style for about an hour, sometimes up to 2 hours. And I tried to ask the featured creators for their opinion. And they all have different things to say, which is really interesting. But one of the things they all have in common is the fact that they've all been with us for many years. So they've been through the Superchat family. They've been through the Superchat process. They know exactly what we need to hear. And they've all long passed their 10,000 subscribers.
One of the things that comes along with monetization used to require 30,000 subscribers is memberships, and that's open to everybody that gets monetized after 500 subscribers now, or just about everybody. So one of the things that creators will ask is how can they increase the number of memberships over time on their channel? What advice would you give to somebody to increase the number of members and watch that grow?
Yo, you better get your pencil out for this one. Very seriously, my membership. Our membership is $1.99. It's low. Okay. And I did that intentionally. I don't have any other tiers. I have one tier. It's $1.99. It's the fun zone, basically. We have, I don't know, 24 emojis available, and everybody gets a new banner or a new badge. And it's creative and it's evolving all the time. I change those out consistently. Sometimes during the holidays is a good example. I changed out almost every single one of those emojis for members. I must have picked up, and I think we're right around 600 members. I think we probably picked up an extra 100 because once Halloween came, everything changed throughout the entire holiday season. We're about to hit Easter, and I'm doing it again. So showing your members that you're changing, people love new things. They love it when it's new. And that's a simple thing that you can do. It's all free, whether you use Pexels or you use an AI generator, Midjourney. You can create all that so fast and so easy. It probably takes me to do, I see 24 up there, so I think it takes me maybe 2 hours to do every single one of those.
Right.
Yeah. And now you have a fresh palette all the way around.
That's a wonderful idea. So much so I'm holding myself back from laughing because I expect to take a page out of your book and probably do that on at least the Tuber Chat channel. So thank you for that.
In encouraging everybody to join your membership program, or not so much encouraging, reminding them that you have a membership program. And as soon as you do that, everybody in your channel that's a member will start dropping those special emojis. Now, I tweak it a little bit too because I have the floating emotes. When we are in a non-emergency or eruptive time where we can take a breath and it's a little bit more relaxed, I have some pages, my live streams. When you do the emojis, they float all over the screen for fun. Mm-hmm. And then you see at a large customized emoji that you can only get by being a member too far off. People love it.
Wow, that's gold. Thank you for this.
Okay, we're still going to go on that break. We'll come right back. But I may not have been clear about what's going on with the internet. It's just my internet at home. I'm at home right now. I got my green screen here behind me and hopefully be fixed by the time we're here on Thursday. But just so that nobody has to go looking to see if it's, whether it's you or that. What happens is when you're in a chat like right now and everybody is saying, hey, Tuber Chat, your internet is no good, you're buffering and everything, you know that it's the host or the channel because everybody's saying it. If it's only one person, it could be their connection. But yeah, it's not just Chrome though. It's our internet. This has been a problem for a couple of days now. But thank you for mentioning that. I'll look into that afterwards. But the internet's been wonky for me for 2 days, even when I was trying to record yesterday. And yes, I often reference the idea of being frustrated and wanting to throw furniture. Sweet Acres Koi Farm, yes. But hopefully it'll be fixed on Thursday. I do appreciate everybody's patience. I know how frustrating it can be, but the important thing is that everybody's connected. If it's too frustrating, just turn the volume down, do what you're doing in the chat. As long as you're meeting new friends, that's all we're here for. Let's go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come right back. All right, we're just about back. So yeah, our internet's having a little bit of trouble, but it is our internet. I'm using Streamlabs desktop to stream. So even though you see Chrome on my screen that I'm using for channels, you see that this is not having problems. When I'm flipping through different screens and things like that, it's doing what it's supposed to. I'll look into that afterwards. So it's, but it's definitely my internet. It's only been for 2 days. We changed one thing, and I'll change it back before Thursday. So Cali Girl Crochet is a channel I'm still getting to know. They're fairly new in the Superchat family. I think this is only the second time we've had them on the screen, maybe the first. I'm just going to grab their latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up playlist, and that is the playlist I use to catch up or keep caught up or get caught up with different creators. But Cali Girl Crochet is working on their first 100 subscribers, and we'd love to push them a little bit closer. They're at 84 right now. They got shorts on the channel. These have already gotten into 500 views, one at 700, which is great. And then they've got live streams as well, and they seem to be doing these about once a week. They're probably due for another one if that's the case, so we'll be on the lookout for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other, making sure we catch as much content from each other as possible as well.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like.
And thank you for that super chat, Geek Culture 101. Their channel next, because we always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. Move names from the wheel occasionally during streams. Today I'm doing it frequently just because I know not everybody's going to be able to put up with the internet, you know, cutting in and out and buffering and all that stuff. That's okay. We'll be back and probably just as well as ever on Thursday. So we're probably going to get through channels faster today. Tampa's Creek Homes, they have got almost, well, they're getting on 800 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. When we look at their channel, this is a grandmother and granddaughter combo, and they are doing all kinds of vlogging and all kinds of different activities. They give us quite a bit of information on their About section. They're on the journey of becoming debt-free, becoming fam girls, and just living a simple country life. So we can look forward to all the different things that they're doing. I'm just going to grab one of their videos. I've already got it in my catch-up list. I haven't run it since the other day, so I'll do that in the next day or two. And then shorts on this channel as well. Some of these make me laugh, but they're having a good time over here. They've gotten into 5,000, 6,000 views and beyond, and then live streams. And when we look at what they're doing with live streams, they've actually got quite a few set up. I got notifications one tonight, so they got one coming up right after Tuber Chat. We're assuming we're going to make it right to our 3-hour mark, but we'll see. I have a feeling we're going to be a little bit early today. Create and Relate, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then when we look at this channel's live streams, we see they're on every other day or so, almost daily, every other day. So hopefully I'll catch them very, very soon. Hopefully we'll all catch them very, very soon. They've got plenty set up. Notification bells on for every channel. Of course, they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Matt and Mouse, good to see you in the chat. And then Geek Culture 101 is coming up.
With anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free.
Now this channel's got a couple of, or this creator's got a couple of channels. When we look at Geek Culture 101, we see 800, and it's our home for all things geek, they say. And I'm just going to grab their latest catch-up list because I know I'm behind with this channel. But they've been with us many times before, so it's good to have you back. It's over here. We see they've gotten into 400 views and beyond, which is great on a couple of them. And then when we get into live streams, we see that they're doing some video gameplay with some popular titles. Now they've got a second channel, so we'll have a look at that. And oh, am I mistaken here? Oh, because I forgot the link doesn't work quite right. Yeah, this link still has to be updated. My dear friend, Geek Culture 101. It's just on the About page there. Hugo Homestead's in the house. A long time friend. They've been with us for over 4 years now, too. When we look at Martial Arts Reflections, we see a creator, same creator as Geek Culture 101, but they got 171 subscribers over here. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. I don't know if I've ever heard of soft metal music, actually. We know hard metal about soft metal, but we'll see what that is. I will. And then they've got shorts on the channel as well, and it looks like you might be using that Suno system that a lot of people are using for some music as well. Some of the shorts over here have gotten into 400, even 900 views and beyond. So hopefully everybody will connect with this generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Thank you again for the super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated always. And then Just Jason Keto and more. I got quite a speech for this channel today because I just oh, he must have released the video I'm thinking about. He's got a members only video, product review, which he did a great job. No room for it. We have an air fryer already, but he's got an air fryer review. So I've got the notification on me, preview of that. But this is definitely worth watching, especially for anybody that doesn't already own an air fryer that's thinking about it. I think you'll be impressed by what Jason did in this video. He's known for a keto-based diet and lifestyle, healthy eating, healthy living, lots of recipes, lots of product reviews on the channel as well. And these can give us some idea about ingredients that we're either going to find or use, and how they're going to affect us about a keto-based diet or lifestyle. Once in a while, he brings variety, like an outside look if he's visiting a different location, or he might unbox a GoPro or something like that. But he's got a lot more keto-based content, including from Keto Palooza here. He took off hundreds of miles away to get that. He's got lots of guests that join him on his channel as well, both in videos and live streams. There's Kendra again from Consume the Goodness, where they will share their life experience, their tricks, tips, trials, tribulations, things like that, and can give us some extra inspiration and motivation. When we look at his shorts videos, we see that healthy looking grilling short seems to do really well when we get into 5,000, 6,000, even 22,000 on one of these, and I've seen that one. When we get to live streams, we know that Jason is on every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. Sometimes he's got a guest, sometimes it's just Jason himself, but either way he's got a vibrant community that is always there in the chat when we have questions, when we have comments, and to interact with us. So hopefully everybody will connect with Just Jason Keto and more. He's blown right past 5,000 subscribers, so he's got to be excited. I've had the pleasure of meeting this fellow Canadian a few times now. We might even meet up again in a couple months. So hopefully everybody will connect with Just Jason Keto and more. We'll push him towards the 5,100 we know he's thinking about. And then John H. Shelton, the vlogging life from the UK, is in the house. I'm going to get them on the wheel. They happen to be a member. And they're monetized now. Silent Silver, just in case you're still listening. Thank you for that. I might not have said hello to you the second time around. And then let's look at Tampa's Creek Homestead and more we just saw. I'll spin the wheel again.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
The buffering that goes on because of my internet today might also be sending everybody into different places in the stream. You might fall behind inadvertently. So even for our moderators, I hope you'll refresh just once in a while to make sure we're all as close to live as we can be. And then Greenland Quilter Katie's got 400 videos now, which is quite an accomplishment. Lewis Acre Farm Karma I was talking about earlier a little bit. They've got a couple of different series. They post frequently, so they got these videos called Thoughts for Thursday, and these bring inspiration and motivation. They talk about faith, hope, and love on the channel. When we look at shorts over here, there's more variety, like most creators, bringing us a lot of outdoor content, getting into 2,500, even 6,200 views. And then when we get into live streams, I'm going to set a notification for Talk About It Tuesday, which is a series that they've had for a few weeks now. But they've also got this Meet Me Monday, and we talked about this because there's Consume the Goodness again. And I joined Lewis Acre Farm Karma a month ago or so for one of these interviews, but they're really doing a thoughtful job of creators on their channel. So hopefully everybody will connect with Lewis Acre Farm Karma. We'd love to push them towards the 500 subscribers. We know that they're thinking about, obviously, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And then New Horizons Above and Beyond is getting close to 1,500, which is great to see. And we're going to look at Greenland Quilter Katie in a second.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
When we look at, Greenland Quilter Katie, which we will in a second when I can copy and paste properly, we see a channel that has been with us for many months now, and I get the feeling, though, you can see they got 4,000 subscribers now, but I think they were actually more established as a channel and a creator than I realized in the beginning, because I've caught them for a few live streams now, and I caught them a couple of days ago, and they just really had their act together. And I think I was somewhat overwhelmed by how active the chat was. You can see they got, on this one, 245 views. Live streams get a lot more views in the first, as soon as they're finished, than a lot of videos right away. But they don't really get a lot of replays in my experience. They get a few. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll have a live stream and it'll like double afterwards. So you might get 200 views, you get more. Because what happens is, by my calculations, and I could be wrong, YouTube gives you 1 view for every 5 minutes that somebody spends in your live streams. It seems to be somewhere about there. Because you look, even in a live stream like this one, Tuber Chat, I can tell you myself with 100% certainty, it is around 100 channels that come through each live stream. Somewhere between 90, somewhere around 110, has been around the highest, I think 120 maybe. And by the time the streams are done, there's usually about 200 or 300 views, right? And we really don't get a lot of replays here. But you know that there was only 100 people at most there, and most people are only here for a few minutes, not 3 hours, right? So if you do the calculations for all the different numbers that we get in the background, it seems to be that way. So anyway, Greenland Quilter Katie, when I caught them the other day, I think I realized this channel was long more established than I thought it was when they first came into the Tuber Chat family. Surviving Together, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. You've been here a few times, actually. And then James Money 615, good to see you here as well. And then when we look at Greenland Quilter Katie, we see a podcast that they've got going on their channel, and a lot of the most recent videos, a beautiful look around Greenland. They give us looks on the water, the mountains, the glaciers, the icebergs and things like that. And then when we get into the live streams, like I said, you're going to see StreamYard panels, a lot of people creating lots of different things together. And then we're going to get into shorts on the channel as well. And these, featuring some winter weather there, have gotten into 2,800 views on a couple of them, which is great to see. And then today the internet problem for sure is on my end, and it's usually not like this, so it should be fixed up by Thursday when we're back again.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
Now you notice I'm always searching, finding, and clicking on channels while we're here on the screen. That's how I watch YouTube most of the time. I either hit the subscriptions button, see who's live, and hop into premieres and live streams and things like that, or I'm like searching, finding, and clicking a lot of the time. We got to make sure that we're matching the avatar anytime we're looking at a channel with a popular or especially a short name, to make sure in this case we get like the right create and relate. Now they've been with us many times before that they've brought, because they use the products and show us how they work actually. Pardon me, they got a team in my catch-up list. What I do when I'm watching videos is I'll run a playlist. I'll put all the videos I'm going to watch into a playlist in advance, and then I order them from shortest to longest. You could do that on a computer or on a phone. What that allows is, let's say I've got a playlist that's going to run for the first like 20 videos in the first hour with no problem, because all the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 minute videos are at the beginning. And then the longer stuff I just let run at the end, right? Lisa, far away, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And when we look at create and relate, we see they got that brand new video, and then they've also got some shorts on the channel here. When we look at what they've got going on, they're over 1,000 views, over 1,300 as a matter of fact, and you see all the different things that they're reviewing here. Some of their products that are useful, like these lights, but a lot of the products are for making things, like the Cricut machine that they got the other day. They got quite a few lights there actually. And then hopefully everybody will connect with create. They've got quite a bit of information on their about section as well, lots of hashtags there, and they expect more variety in the discussions on the channel as well, which is great to see. So let's spin the wheel, and we'll see who's coming up next. We'll take another break. We'll go for 3.5 minutes, and we'll come back with Katie's Kitchen. And right before we do that, I'm going to play another clip from our interview series. These are videos that are now in a playlist and a podcast on the Superchat channel. All of the creators featured have been friends of ours for years, and they have all long passed their 10,000 subscribers.
So one of the questions that's going to come up, especially when we've got a channel that's just grown, I mean, you guys have content getting into like well over 200,000 views, and people are always going to want to know how they can get more views on their video shorts and streams. So what can you tell us in your experience that you would give somebody as advice now?
I'm going to go first.
Yeah, you're the master of this one.
Don't be afraid to go back and change the thumbnails and the tags and the titles and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to do that. It doesn't have to be the exact same as it was when you posted it. If you have a better idea for a title or a thumbnail or a description or anything like that, go ahead and try it. Because no matter how many times you change it, YouTube is going to pick something.
Yep.
And it might push it out more. More people might like maybe the colour scheme on it or the wording on it or something like that. And that'll help bring more people in. That's what I think anyway. Because we were afraid to do that for a long time. And then when we started doing that a little bit, we noticed a bit more growth.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's my opinion with you.
Well, a lot of what Danielle said is spot on. But the thing about it is, that's what's great about YouTube. You have that space to just go, you know, I didn't like that idea the first time it went up. Like, we've had thumbnails and we've had tags, we've had hashtags and stuff. We thought, oh, this is gonna go, it's gonna be the best thing ever.
Yeah.
No, it just went straight into the toilet.
Yeah.
But that's fine, because the beautiful part is you can go back, you can change it over, you can go, I'll experiment with this. Sometimes it could be, now this is what is crazy about YouTube. Could be a tag change.
Yeah.
It could be the title. Like, as much as people go, it's the thumbnail, like the title does play a major part, because like if you turn around, let's say a plane flying in the sky, or you turn around and say a plane does a nosedive and then lands perfectly, what sounds better? Maybe that might work for some people, but see the way the two titles, like, well, I can just look at a plane and, oh, what's going to happen here?
Right.
I don't know why I used the plane, but that's just where I went for it.
Yeah, but you're absolutely
just the
right.
contrast of like titles and tags,
It does make a difference.
it does. It's like from our experience anyway, it has. Like, we went back and sometimes we just changed the thumbnail, and that did make a big difference. Like, there, what thumbnail we doing on? We done it on one of the military videos, and we done it actually the Star Spangled Banner video.
Okay.
We had the original thumbnail for that. We thought was the best thing we ever made. Got rid of it. See, this is what happens. Like, a month later, we're like, wow, this is the worst thing we could have ever put up. And I know people probably don't know it's really good, but this is what happens in your own head. You're like, wow, this is like not great. But we changed it to that one, and we love that one, and probably next month we'll change it again. But don't be afraid to change around your content and really experiment with what's out there.
That's great advice.
All right, we're just about back. We're going to look at Katie's Kitchen, and this is another longtime friend now. This is somebody who does a lot of food bank hauls. They do some cooking videos, including bringing out that crock pot. I love the crock pot. It's been a while since they've posted, but we've got our notification bell on, so as soon as they have new content, we'll be able to catch that. Heavens Fire 18, thank you for that gifted membership. I'm sure lawn lifters will be happy to have that. I'm going to put your channel up next. We always put put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. When we look at Katie's Kitchen, we also see they've got some shorts over here. These have got now into 2,500, 6,600, 8,300 views and beyond. And then live streams on the channel as well. So up to a month ago, they've been doing some live streams. They're usually on, seems once or twice a month. And like I said, we keep that notification bell on so we can catch each other as often as possible. And we'll be looking forward to more gameplay from Katie's Kitchen as well. So we'd also love to push them towards the 500 subscribers we know they're thinking about.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like.
Heavens Fire 18 up on the screen right now has got a bit of information on their About section. They've changed this up a little bit as well to expand on what they had originally said. They got some rabbits here, they got some cats here, lots of furry friends, and a bit more outdoor content. They've got some shorts on the channel that have already gotten now into 990 views. That one might get 1,000 soon, and then 1,900.
I'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat. Please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
And then, yeah, D so far away. I know it's tough with the internet today. 2,700 subscribers on this channel. I think about National Geographic when I think about this channel because they've got a lot of wildlife here. It's very educational. Some of the live streams are loops, and they've got a lot of videos here as well. I've got the latest one on my catch-up list already. I just haven't. But shorts bring more of the same. They've got more educational bite-sized videos here, getting into 1,700 views on one of them, and live streams are frequent on the channel as well. I've caught them many times. This is another example of what I'm seeing, mentioning. How can I catch them so many times and other creators not so much? But that's the YouTube algorithm at its best. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats super chats and memberships when we get there. Another story of some chats and memberships when we get there. Another story of some perseverance and tenacity. They actually got denied for their monetization the first time, changed up a couple things, fixed it up, and they're ready to go, which is great to see.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. A thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
Beginning as well, so probably 4 years by now. He's working on 1,700 subscribers. He's also monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Just before I talk about his content, I'm going to try to do something here. Oh, we have not had a cameo appearance from Treble Von Cuddlepuss for a long time. But this is a long-time friend of mine. Look at the green light, remember? We talked about this? He doesn't like it. He only likes to be picked up for a second. He likes to be chased, but not picked up by me very much. John H. Shelton, The Vlogging Life, is on the screen. This is a creator who brings us all kinds of art. There's actually poetry on his channel, short films, skits, reviews, and he's a massive Godzilla fan. You'll find that out either from the About page or as soon as you get over there. I'm going to grab his latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with him. Playlist can be a great tool for that. Shorts on 1,400, 1,700 views and beyond, and then live streams on the channel as well. So he's live occasionally. We can see that he just did one last week. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these. And John H. Shelton has been an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter over all these years. So I hope everybody will connect with him. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
Cruz Bolero's coming up right now, and with 350 subscribers, they have to be happy about now being halfway on the road to 400. We always say you're officially on a road when you get to a 100 milestone, but now that they've gotten to 350, obviously that puts them more than halfway on the road to the 400 we know they must be thinking about. I'm going to get some names onto our wheel from our chat list just before I talk about their content. Little Lego, Surviving Together, Sweet Melissa, Coastal Girl, 707, and Matthews Bush are going to be added to the wheel. We'll get through channels as much as we can while the internet holds itself together. We expect to be here for another hour, so we'll see. Cruz Bolero is bringing lots of videos here. A delicious looking, almost real pizza. You know, sometimes you see the franchises and stuff and it almost looks a little bit too good, but that looks very real. And boy, do I ever love pizza. When we look at this creator, they're bringing us a lot of outdoor content more than anything else. And they're bringing us a bit of travel on the channel here. So they say cruising, lifestyle, travel, and reviews. Shorts over here have gotten into over 500 views, which is great to see. And they're with us just about every stream lately as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Cruz Bolero. We'd love to push them towards that 400 that we're talking about. Heavens Fire 18, didn't I put your channel up? Didn't we talk about your channel just moments ago? Or am I mistaken? Forgive me, the internet is acting so badly today, but I'm certain that we looked at your channel. Actually, I can look at my history and see if we looked at it. Yeah, Heavens Fire 18, you can see we looked at your channel there a few minutes ago. The internet is acting so bad, it's going to be almost impossible to be able to tell sometimes. But the replay will be up, and hopefully it's not too terrible that everybody could go back and have a look. But thank you again, Heavens Fire 18, because I know you gifted that membership. But yeah, we looked at your channel about 5 minutes ago, if not 10. And then Canadian Family Life is up on the screen right now. And this is another fellow Canadian that comes to us from New Brunswick.
If you have the ability to share tab Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
So Jory Stay True Gaming is here. That's a longtime friend as well. And then Butler Family Farms back in the house. They were live just up until moments ago. They're always live on Monday nights at 6:45. When we look at Canadian Family Life, we see a lot of food bank grocery hauls, a lot of cooking videos. Forgive me, I haven't watched this latest video yet. I put it in my catch-up list the other day. This is Tiffany. They've got an impeccable container garden that I talk about often. And actually, Tiffany's husband, Chris, who's featured here and in a lot of the thumbnails, has a channel of his own where he does a lot of do-it-yourself videos, including working on grow lights for that container garden. He does some 3D printing and works on site there. Tiffany's always got family jumping in and out of all the videos and live streams. She really mixed up the content during Vlogmas. And I saw a couple of these ornament job of bringing different content. There's lots of shout outs for other creators, Happy Mail videos here, and then shorts on the channel as well, where they've gotten into 2,800 and 5,600 views on a couple of these, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel are occasional. So they usually do these every month or two, and they're probably due for another one sometime soon. We keep our notification bell on for every channel, so we'll have the best chance of catching them when they go live again. Dark Swordsman Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then Canadian Family Life is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Featured on dozens of other channels. As soon as they came into the Tuber Chat family, just I'm not sure if it's quite 2 years. It's got to be getting on there, well over a year and a half by now. I make this mistake all the time. I lose track of how long some of our friendships. He was featured on tons of other channels, StreamYard panels and things like that. Especially so many people were doing the like full grids of like 9 or 10 people on StreamYard, all pushing it out to their channels and things like that. So Tiffany's so recognizable, but she brings other people into the mix as well. She did an interview on I Am Betty J Gather's channel, and that's a few months ago, but she has been featured on many other channels. And like I said, there's a lot of family togetherness here as well. There's an example right there. And she's been a dear friend for a long time, another beloved and dedicated moderator here, and hopefully everybody will connect with her and all of our moderators. So I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. It looks like we're moving faster than we usually do today. PK Adventure Travels is coming up. Right before we look at that channel, I'm going to take another break here for 3.5 minutes. We'll go and see another clip from our interview series. There's 4 episodes so far. I'm working on a couple more right now. And all of these creators are longtime friends of ours here in the Tuber Chat family, and they've all long passed their 10,000 subscribers.
Well, thank you for that. So it's interesting that we're talking about shorts already. We've got a lot to go over today. But since you've mentioned it, that's one thing that I was planning to ask is the idea that you can give us, regardless of a lot of people are going to have different opinions about whether shorts are helpful. Some creators have broken off into separate shorts channels and things like this. But in your experience, now going through what you have with shorts, what advice can you give to somebody just in the beginnings of their YouTube journey before their 10,000 subscribers so that they can have the best chance of making shorts work for them as opposed to against them?
So ultimately, you've got to have a passion in what you're doing. There's no point in, say, I'm going to do videos on fixing cars when you have no idea on how to fix cars.
Yes.
Okay. I am more shocked at what people are than actually doing. I did over the Christmas period, I was given a huge model to build and I live streamed it. It's not quite finished yet. I've still got another day on it. So it'll be another like 8 years. I was basically doing 4 to 6 hour live streams of building this kit. And people were turning up every day, having me in their background or in the background, watching me and listening to me while I was effing and jeffing at this kit. You know what I mean? And if they've got a passion for what you're doing, they're more likely going to watch that passion from you and push. So if you are going to set up a YouTube channel today, if your passion is walking, record it. But make sure that you envelop and make sure that what you're saying and what you put in the video is aimed at the audience. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When I do a YouTube video, I don't think I'm talking to 50,000 viewers.
Yes.
I'm talking to one person.
Right.
So if you create a video of your passion, make it personal that you're talking to that one person that's watching you. If you see what I mean, you are just talking to one person. So create the video for your best friend. So he's going to say, and people will become endowed by that. They'll listen to that because you'll be like their friend as well. So that's my one tip, I think, is to make sure that you make the videos not personal in your life, personal about what's on the footage, and that you're making that video for your best friend.
Right. That's great advice too. Yeah. Each person, is looking through their own set of eyes, regardless of who they're with.
All right, we're just about back. We're going to look at PK Adventure Travels. I noticed that Living Large with L Crew is in the house and talking about the idea of swapping playlists. I actually just did that with their stuff. They got a lot of shorts, a lot of shuffle dancing, and Living Large with L Crew is truly a pro. So I hope everybody will check that out because it caught me by surprise. I don't watch a lot, always on a computer, barely ever on a phone. So it's just to sit there and watch shorts free and choose them when I see somebody's channel come up, let's say, or if I'm looking at like PK Adventure Travels, I might go look right now if I'm looking at their channel for any reason and say, oh, let me see what they're doing here. But this channel has got quite a bit of information on their about section, and they're talking about being a group of friends that love to travel and have fun. Now, I haven't caught it now by reading this in the background. Melinda or Ryan himself, just he does a good job of like, hey, I'm Ryan, this is PK Adventure Travels kind of idea. And I've seen a lot of videos that he's done. I believe it's Melinda that I've seen videos from before, and I'm not sure if there's other people helping with the channel just because of the way that you worded this at the beginning. We're a group of friends that love to travel. Incredible job. They continue this today. They do a really great job and thorough when it comes to the idea of like ship tours. They talk about excursions that are involved in the different cruises, and they do a good job with chapters in their videos. It's a very important thing. I know Just Jason Keto and more in the chat a moment ago said always be working on your SEO. Yes, absolutely. It's great advice, but that includes other features that YouTube gives us, not exactly SEO, but the idea of chapters, because they can help segments of your videos show up in Google searches, and you can get a lot of traffic that way. My recommendation for anybody that's limited with time, you know, it's more work than we think we thought it was going to be before we started. My recommendation is, if you go through the analytics, those on your channel right now, just keep rolling the way that they are. If you have time to look at them, I would, but also there's truth to the idea, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So let your top 10 run and let them fly, right? 10, you know, so your number 11 to 20 videos, because it's a lot easier to get a video that's already moving to move a little bit faster than it is to get one that's not moving that you wish everybody would watch to get which videos are going to be our most popular. It's usually a surprise on every channel that I touch. I got lots of videos on lots of channels now that I've produced that are not necessarily my own, where the videos are, there's so much better videos on the channels that I think should have done better, and it's just a surprise. So we don't get to choose. There you go. TWP Popcorn, good to see you in the house. PK Adventure Travels is up on the screen. And this is another aspect of the channel. Ryan's doing these cruise update ideas. So interesting news segments, let's just say. Pardon me, and I've been enjoying those. I'm just going to take the latest one. He put that up yesterday. I put that in my catch-up a little bit. They're over 1,000 subscribers now, so they have to be excited about that. They've got quite a few shorts here. 10,000 on a couple, 12,000 on one of them, and then live streams on the channel as well. They got plenty of these ready to go. Pardon me. Hopefully I'll catch you for these. They've got one coming up on the 26th, which is going to be Wednesday, so I should be able to catch that. I've got the notification on, and then we all put the notification for every single channel. And PK Adventures Travel, PK Adventure Travels is monetized, so lots of ways to support them when we get over there as well.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like.
Butler Family Farm up on the screen has got 54,000 subscribers right now. Did we look at Butler Family Farm today? I think we looked at their channel at the beginning of this. Yeah, they were almost first pick. They were just live actually moments ago. So there you go, 17 minutes ago. They're live every Monday at this time. Everybody all the time. It's usually because I move things around days and times, probably once every 3 weeks or so. We should be on average rolling into maybe this time zone, maybe not, maybe even a little bit less. And then Sweet Melissa Coastal Girl 707 will come up, and we'll see what she's got going on. She has let us know that she's actually a part of a lot of product testing and review sites or programs, and what that means is that she's getting a lot of product at all household items I've seen here. What did she do the other day that I just watched? This is all like beauty and, for lack of a better term, beauty and makeup and things like that. All sorts of different things, electronic devices. And this is really cool because she's got so much week. I'm just going to grab the latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. She could get happy mail from other creators or other influencers as well. Shorts over here have gotten into 1,200 up to 2,100, 7,100 views on one of them, which is great to see. She's working on 400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit closer. We know she's getting pretty close right now at 378. And Sweet Melissa Coastal Girl 707 is somebody who's been with us for I'm not sure if it's a couple of years by now. It might be when I'm thinking about it. And I lose track sometimes of how long some of our friendships have gone. House Dark Swordsman Gaming's just dropping a super chat, so we're going to look at their channel. Matthew's Bushcraft is a part of, actually. Wanderlust is here. Elfin, so thank you for being here. And then let's look at Dark Swordsman Gaming right now. We always put Super Chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. Get back to spinning the wheel. And as time goes on, we'll see how we're doing. I'll add some more names to the wheel. We still got another 45 minutes to go or so. Michael's Adventures will have a premiere coming up, probably at the top of the hour for us, and that gives us an opportunity to continue meeting the way that we are here in the chat. All of our moderators allow that during their premieres and streams.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
Oh, pardon me. And next up, so thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They've done that countless times before. It's absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. I've been lucky. This is another creator I catch frequently. You'll see in a moment. They post a lot of videos. I'm going to take the latest one and put it in that playlist I keep talking about to get caught up with creators. Dark Swordsman Gaming puts different colored frames around their thumbnails so that if somebody came to the channel, be real, watch some Final Fantasy, let me go back and look for another Final Fantasy videos, don't necessarily know about all the different features that we talk about all the time. So about descriptions and our tags and, you know, different features on YouTube. They may not be thinking about playlists and podcasts and all the different things that we talk about every day. So we want to make everything as easy as possible for our viewers to be able to enjoy our content, if that makes sense. So this is a good idea from Dark Swordsman Gaming. I like having series of thumbnails to go along with series of videos. Fantastic idea. Most creators do it by instinct anyway. One short so far, hopefully we'll see some more, and then live streams on the channel as well. So Dark Swordsman Gaming is streaming frequently. I've caught them many times. I've been introduced to games by them, including Stardew Valley that I talk about frequently, and they're playing a lot of popular titles here. So hopefully everybody will connect with Dark Swordsman Gaming. 215 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 300. We know that they're thinking about. They've been a long That's Ghostly Wins. I'm going to get them onto our... We always put members and moderators on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
When we look at I Am Betty J Gathers, we see another beloved and dedicated moderator and member. She's been with us from the beginning as well, just as long as Knights KO, just as long as almost all of our moderators. I'm going to talk to us about healthy eating, a lot of inspiration. She talks about intermittent fasting. She brings us for a look at her life through vlogs, both in her home, out on the road. She's always smiling, always laughing, and cares very deeply about the YouTube journey, those of us in the Tuber Chat family, her own community as well. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. And she's working on 2,800 subscribers, which is great to see. Shorts on this channel feature a lot of the creator herself, and she actually put up a year's worth of shorts, if you can imagine, 365 in a row. She's got plenty more than that now. Her channel's got over 1,000 altogether, including live. These, we see that this creator is featuring a lot of other creators on their channel as well. I've been honored to have been on I Am Betty's of interviews that she did, actually inspired by Crystal Sparkle. She had a lot of friends there. We saw actually Canadian Family Life earlier, and Tiffany's live stream must be on here. There it is. So from several months ago. But I Am Betty J Gathers will always want to have people connect the same way we do here in Tuber Chat. Like I said, cares very much about the YouTube journey and the YouTube community. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. Obviously, if I didn't already say it, monetize, lots of ways to support her, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. And Knights KO, Ghostly Wins, is going to come up right now.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit, hopefully catch it the next time around.
Ghostly Winds is playing around with some Suno AI music system right now, doing a bit of music here. I'm just going to grab the latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. They've been doing a lot of content lately, actually. This is the creator responsible for naming the catch-up playlist that I use all the time to put videos in to keep caught up with creators, or get caught up with creators as much as anybody can. Knights KO brings us retro video gameplay more than anything else, and even though I grew up literally with Nintendo and Sega, I have been introduced to tons of different games from Knights KO Ghostly Winds over the years. They've been with us from the beginning. When we look at shorts over here, we see they've gotten into 1,600 views on one of these. They experiment with these constantly, actually. I've seen them change them up over the years, and lots of live streaming. If you can catch this creator for energy or excitement in this creator while they're playing, and multiple different popular games as well. And like I said, they're able to introduce me to games I didn't already know about, even though I grew up with the systems, Sega, PlayStation, and whatnot. So hopefully everybody will connect with Knights KO. They have to be excited. They're getting very close to 900 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit closer, get them officially on the road to 1K.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
So Little Lego is another creator that's got a couple of different channels, and they do a little bit of a mix. They've got some fiber crafts or fiber arts along with the Lego that is known and loved on their channel. When we look at what they've been doing lately, they've got some videos up to a few months ago. They got some shorts over here that feature a little bit of variety. There's the yarn right there. There's the Lego right there. Over on this second channel, but they do a lot of live streaming. What they were doing is dual live streams on both of their channels. So one would be vertical as an idea, and then when we look at their about section, we can get to their other channel, Little Lego here, and the handle for them is literally just Little Lego. Lots of other channels have a name very similar, or some even actually the same, exactly the same, but when we get to the handle, we know that they've got it, they locked in the unique one here. 307 towards the 400 they're thinking about. And then when we look at live streams, we'll see in a second here, when we look at videos, they have got an abundant collection of Lego on their channel. channel. You'll see it in the background of the live streams actually, but lots of Lego builds, lots of Lego video gameplay here. Shorts on the channel have gotten now into almost 1,000 views, one over 1,000 views, which is great to see, and then live streams on the channel as well. So they've got plenty set up. I got notified. You look in the live streams, you get an idea of the collection of Lego that they've got behind them here, and they've let us know it's extremely valuable, and they bring a lot of. I forget if you told me a little Lego about the snowblower. Somebody else in the Tuber Chat family sent me a reel. I think it was KP Heathen, because he knows I've done some construction work similar to what they do on their channel, and sent over the Lego snowblower. Leave it when I saw this. If you haven't seen it, you gotta search that out as either a TikTok or an Instagram reel or YouTube short, because it's definitely entertaining and something to see. But Little Lego is here with us frequently. Hopefully everybody will connect with them talking about. We'll add some names to the wheel in a moment. We'll go for another break. Probably our last one for today. And then we will come look at Matthew's Bushcraft and Big Family Expedition.
So I noticed that you also mentioned subscribers for a quick second there.